going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and there is one thing I gotta do before leaving Thailand, and it's go to one of my favorite markets, which is Chatuchak Market. I filmed there the last time I came, but I want to go back. You know, my flight leaves tonight, but I still got hours to spend right here in Bangkok. So I'm gonna go head towards the train underground and take it right there. It just me, I think, near the area, so it's probably the cheapest and fastest way to get out there, so let's do it. It's Saturday out here today, so I guess people were partying last night, and right now it's pretty quiet, and we're trying to rush before the steaming hot comes out here, you know, because this is actually one of the hottest cities in the world, Bangkok. Like yesterday was steaming hot when I was filming the video of Bangkok, but yeah, it's pretty different from the daytime and in the nighttime out here, but I'm excited to go back to the market and possibly buy some goods out there. I love what they sell, I love the clothes and stuff. I'll buy something for my family too, so let's do it. And this is what Soi 11 looks like, which is probably one of the busiest roads out here in Thailand, especially in the nighttime. You know, a lot of nightlife out here, a lot of expats or foreigners who come out here. This is where we had dinner yesterday, Molino. It's pretty good yesterday, that food, and the customer service was really great and top notch. Here you can see the buildings, and there's like an empty lot over here, so I'm not sure they're gonna build like more high-rise buildings. So here's called Ambassador Bangkok. So like I said in my previous video, you know, Bangkok is actually a really nice modern city. It has a lot to offer, a lot of busy districts, you know, like a super massive urban sprawl, so it would take you forever to explore this beautiful city. Okay. But yeah, also it's pretty diverse here, you know, you get people from all over the world that makes the city their home, or they love to visit out here. So I'm out here for a limited time, but I'm gonna try to cover the most of my short stay here, mostly in the busy areas. I gotta be careful because the streets here, they turn pretty small. But this would take me like to another busy street, I think Soi number 3. I gotta check out my Google Maps to see where I'm heading to. There's a little small street they got here. And it's pretty common in Bangkok, you know, they got the busy, crazy streets. But then if you enter the main streets, you get like regular local streets like this. So they're gonna be heading towards where the BTS is, you know, with this like the sky train that passes above. And I'm gonna walk underneath it. And probably, I don't know, in the map it looks like it's close, but I'm pretty sure it's actually farther in person. But I'm gonna make it towards the other side, where Siam Paragon is, the Central World, like all the more good area. It's gonna be really cool with a lot of neon lights. So like I say, the sunset is gonna be falling down maybe like in about 40 minutes. So I think it's gonna be nicer in the nighttime to film the area. And this is like, it's like a high-rise building, like condos. So, you know, the vibe over here is actually pretty different from Pattaya, where I was filming. And I tell you, the heat in Thailand is just like in another level. Earlier when I came here, when I was heading from the bus from Pattaya all the way here, it was like 114 degrees. That's roughly like 45, 46 Celsius. Now it's a little bit cooler, but it's still, you know, on the hot level. I gotta be careful. But yeah, I think the only negative or the only few things I don't like about Thailand is the heat and humidity. But as you know, that's normal when you're in a tropical country. But other than that, this country has a lot to offer. You know, it's pretty vibrant, especially the city of Bangkok. It's one of my top, you know, top 10 cities that I love visiting, you know, because it has a lot of energy. It's pretty massive. There's so much to do. Like, you can't see it all within a few days, you know. Of course, it has the temples, a lot of history, and then, of course, a lot of nightlife and diversity. I think this area that I'm about to walk is mostly like the Middle Eastern side. I think Sukhumvit, Soi 3. You know, so if you walk here, you're gonna see a lot of signs written in Arabic. There's even like a pedestrian street where they sell, you know, desserts and cool stuff. But here you see what I'm saying. See, it's like a business written in Arabic. So I guess it's still the part, so I'm gonna make my left. Let me see if it's walkable. Yeah, the name of the street that I'm walking is called Soi Sukhumvit 3. And this over here is like a huge Middle Eastern community right here in Bangkok. Like when I came here like 2 years ago, I ate a shawarma here in the street food, and it was actually pretty good. I wanted this is the pedestrian street. Let me see. Little area here, and all the business are Middle Eastern. You can see the signs, Arabic and everything. I wonder if it could take me to the other side. This is what you get. Regular street with massive skyscrapers, you know. Here's a salon, you can see the signs written in Arabic. So this over here, Soi Sukhumvit 3 is like the Middle Eastern section. And they got more buildings on the other side. And of course, they got a lot of condos. Lebanese restaurant, wow. Lebanese and Indian restaurant, really cool. Like if you wouldn't read the title of this video and you see the people out here, you would have thought I'm somewhere in Morocco or in the Middle East, but this is the heart of Thailand. It's going in to my right, you see some business, also like an Arab at the side. I think this is the pedestrian street right here. So I'm gonna make my detour right here, and the nighttime is even nicer. There was a spot where I ate some baklava, I think, last time I came. I'm trying to see where it's at. But this is really cool. I didn't get the chance to film this area over here, so hopefully they'll be okay. But it seems like they changed. There used to be a pastry joint right here. This is Al Shadat restaurant. Wow, they changed this. But yeah, here it would feel like if you're, like I say, in some Middle Eastern Arab countries. All the signs, you know, written in Arabic. Really cool, you know, vibrant neighborhood. A lot of cool restaurants and food, you know. So if you're craving Middle Eastern food, you can come out here. Right here near the Sori Sukhumvit number 3. They got street food ahead of me. I think they take away, there used to be a pastry joint. Let me see if it's right here. I want to see. That was a pastry joint that I had the last time I came. So it's not here anymore. Maybe, I haven't been here in a minute, so I'm trying to remember where it is. But I'm gonna turn back. Maybe it's on the other side of it. Now it's just gonna take me back to the main street, and you'll see the busy roads out here in the heart of Bangkok. But the street is actually really cool right here. I think I gotta go this way. It's like, I don't know where to walk. It's everywhere I walk is pretty interesting for me to look at. But like I say, almost all the signs around here are written in Arabic. So, you know, an Arab neighborhood right here in Bangkok. You see, guys? Jewelry, perfume shops, everything in the signs are, you know, Habibi signs are all Arabic. There's more over here, street food, like kebabs, smoky. And here there's like a semi-market. I think in this corner is where I ate the shawarma, which was actually really good. Oh, look at these kebabs right here. They're pretty nice. Wow. I don't know, it's somewhere around here where I ate. See how they're roasting it? But it's actually really hot out here. So when you pass behind those meat where they be, you know, peeling up the protein, it's actually even hotter than the weather. So I don't know how they do it all day. And you got Top Burger joint right here. And then there goes the train, the Sky train. And then here's gonna be really busy for me to walk around. But yeah, really cool area. There are markets out here where they sell everything. Probably fake stuff, but it's still, you know, interesting to look at. And then here's gonna be pretty interesting when I walk around here. Here I am in the busy area. This will take me all the way towards the other side where I wanna walk. And the map, like I say, it looks pretty close, but I think it's gonna be actually farther. But hey, we're gonna see the vibes in the sunset. It gets busier, and then maybe if we have a chance, we'll take the Sky train to see if we can have a vibe. And here we are. I gotta be careful with the taxi driver. What's up, man? Baby. Oh, I was. Habibi. Puerto Rico. Yeah, you're from where?
I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan. Hey, I stand with Pakistan. YouTube channel, Manny Explores.
Manny Explores?
Manny Explores.
Right,
oh, right, my channel, sure.
I subscribe and like, okay?
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
It's me.
Subscribe karo bhai.
Subscribe.
Okay.
Hey, nice to meet you, man. Take care.
My friend, like I do one.
Thank you. I subscribe. Bye-bye. Got distracted with the traffic out here. Nice people from Pakistan. I heard a lot of good things from Pakistani people, so I'm gonna have to make my way over there someday. Yeah, I heard that people are so hospitable, so let me show you ahead of me. Got like the neon lights and everything out here, and then the Sky train will be passing right here, so. Here we got more business. Burger King 24 hours. Oh, they got a barber shop right here, that's cool. I tell you, in Bangkok, it's the city of dreams. You can literally get everything out there. Then I like how nice and clean and impeccable the streets are. Ahmed Al-Masri, another barbershop, Middle Eastern barbershop, wow. And the train goes here. I don't think there's gonna be much happening, but when I will go maybe a couple of more stops ahead, then it's gonna be actually pretty more interesting. Then over here you can take the tuk-tuk. I didn't want to film it. There was some, you know, female sitting, so I try to respect like their privacy. There's some business out here with a beautiful plaza and everything, so and it just keeps going. As massive as Bangkok is, it's actually a really clean city. They do a good job to preserve it, you know. And you can see massive buildings, you know. It's actually a mixture of old architecture with modern skyscrapers. If you think about Bangkok comparing to other cities, you know, despite the massive city and how modern it is, it's actually pretty affordable. Of course, it got average out really expensive, but it's really affordable, this city, comparing to the West. And that's why a lot of foreigners from the West, they come and they live out here. So yeah, you know, a city full of surprises, which is actually really cool. We got like a market right here. Coconuts, fruits, everything. I think selling fresh fruits over here is actually good because it helps out with the super brutal hot weather and the humidity. And then look how busy it is, rush hour. Motorbikes all over, so you gotta be careful. But comparing to Vietnam, over here they're more polite in their driving skills. So the local street right here, a laundry outside. And now let's continue our journey, and then you see the massive condos or skyscrapers on the other side. So this is kind of giving me vibes of some of the streets in Queens, New York. Like with the train like this, passing on top. Wow, look at this. Like even a former railroad out here. Also, they got like a neighborhood living underneath. So now it's starting to get a little bit dark. And when I go ahead, where the SkyTrain is, they're gonna have like a pedestrian alley. And you can literally walk like a couple of blocks. And I think it's a good idea and a good concept. Like if it's raining, you can, noise in Bangkok, you can literally like shelter underneath there, you know. It's a good idea. It's also kind of giving me semi-Vegas Strip vibes, like the streets. But I think this is actually way better than Vegas. It's actually like real culture and everything. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a SkyTrain subway stop. But in Bangkok, they have also like the underground train. I'm trying to remember, I think it's called MRT, and then this one, or it's vice versa. I'm trying to remember because it's been a minute since I take the train out here in Bangkok. This is a local bus with no air conditioning, so you're literally sweating cats and dogs inside here. But that's how the locals travel out here, you know, in Thailand. Just like I made a video about it in the Philippines, when you guys come out here to Thailand, you know, the people are some of the most hospitable people in the whole world, just like in the Philippines. But always respect them, you know, don't take their kind for granted, you know. If you come out here, you know, be a good guest, respect the people, you know, be polite, enjoying, you know, the vibes that it has to offer over here in this country, and you're gonna have a good time. But, you know, always respect is the key. Here we got more. I know it's gonna get even nicer in the nighttime. When it gets officially dark, this is gonna light up. Like ahead of me. See, this is what I'm talking about. This over here is literally all pedestrian. You can walk the entire length towards the other side. So like I say, if it's pouring rain, like the last time I came here, it was rainy season. You can literally shelter and walk all of this without having to hit the streets. So yeah, you got like a modern building. So it's like a lot of, you know, Bangkok is a really modern city. I think I want to go upstairs just to hit the street level and show you the vibes over there. And here in Bangkok, they have, well, I don't see nobody following it. Oh yeah, just the same way as the roads, when you walk in the streets and take the stairs, they divide it, you know, so people go one side and the other one. And I'll show you ahead of me what's going on. Example, see? Here you gotta be in the right side, and the people coming down, they come in the left side. And then once you go up here, you get beautiful views of Bangkok, you know. Like I said, it's one of my favorite cities in the world. I'm just coming here to see the street view, check out the vibes. And I think this is a city that can match up the same energy as New York City. Here they got the cables. That's crazy. And then you go up here, and you got this kind of like a sky pass that walks all over towards the other side. Maybe I'll do that, but I want to capture views of the other side of the street. So you can see how busy the motorcycles are right here. This is another angle. I want to show you the traffic jam. Look at this. I think this would be a good spot for me to capture my thumbnail. Gotta tell you, there are some of the genetics that look similar throughout the whole Southeast Asian countries. But you already know when you're in a different type of country, when you hear the locals talk, you know, the accents or the language, that's when you know, okay, I'm in Vietnam, I'm in the Philippines, I'm in Thailand, I'm in, you know, any other country around here, but it's all literally like neighboring countries. And each of them, they have a lot to offer. You know, a lot of people ask me like, what is the best country? I mean, every single country around here, they have their own unique beauty in terms of people and stuff. So it depends on what you're looking for. You know, everybody's different. I don't know, what are you looking for on a city, on a country that you want to visit? So that is only a question that you can answer, not me. There goes the SkyTrain, Bangkok. And I'm gonna make a left to take the underground subway train right here. This over here is where it gives me vibes like if I'm in Queens, New York, with the train over here, and then the busyness over down here, but it's not much people. At the nighttime, this comes out to life, you know, so it's really good to walk here. And what I like is how clean the streets are, and like, you know, the type of pavement they put in the sidewalk, which is actually really nice. And the station that I'm trying to go is literally right across Terminal 21 by Asok, but it's called Sukhumvit Station because they got an MRT that passes right on top, so you just gotta know which one. I think the one that goes underground is called LRT. I'm trying to remember because it's been like 2 years since I came here, so I'm trying to remember like the subway lines in the name. But yeah, it's pretty easy to use, you know, pretty convenient and cheap, and it gets you to a location pretty fast, so it's super reliable. You see, it keeps going. Here's where it gets busy. So I think the underground subway stations will be like a block ahead and I go down, so I'm trying to remember where I went and figure it out. Here's an MRT station. So we gotta go underground, and something that you don't see in the States is that they have the metal detector, so it keeps it pretty safe. Here it is underneath. I just gotta figure out how to buy the tickets, but I think the subway train here, you could tap your debit card also. You don't have to buy the tickets. So I'm out here making the line for the ticket vending machine. They got the vending machine and also the window where you can buy. So I'm gonna buy 2 tickets for me and my fiance. To Chatuchak, that's the park that we're gonna get off, and then walk around there to the market. Literally bought myself a token out here. So you just tap it, and then when you enter the train station, you enter it. Gotta tap in like this. And just like that, you're inside. Cool. So there it tells you like the stops that it made, so that way you know which way you're going. I guess I use this to exit. It's right here. And we are outside, ready to hit the streets. Chatuchak Weekend Market out here, so it's good that it guide us where we need to go. So good for me, there are signs over there that tells you how to go to Chatuchak Weekend Market. So I think it's gonna be blazing hot over here, but I'm really excited. There's another MRT station over here, but we are literally, there's a park, and then behind the park should be the market. And holy shoot, once I exit outside, it feels like I'm exiting an oven. Like it's really hot outside, but that is how you get out here in Thailand, the weather. So we're here to be taking you to the market. Just tracking my Google Maps, you know. Could be a little confusing. And over here also they got the SkyTrain that passes by. So the good thing about Bangkok comparing to other cities, you could get to many neighborhoods and districts using the train, the metro system. It's pretty convenient. Buy the ticket from Sukhumvit over here to Chatuchak Park. It cost me 37 baht, which is literally like $1.01, $1.02, so pretty affordable. And I got, you know, it's pretty far away. So here's where we got the Chatuchak Weekend Market at the beginning, but this is a massive market. I was playing in a little bit. I am in the market. It's mostly, you know, these stalls in both of my directions. But then you go inside and then you see everything from clothing, jewelry. And this is one of the largest, if not, I could be wrong, the largest outdoor market in the whole world. It's pretty massive. You know, I covered this area like 2 years ago, and they got a lot of good stuff. I ended up even buying a couple of shirts around here because it's pretty affordable and nice. It was only like $4, the shirts that I bought. And these are some of the markets, but then you can go inside in between the hallways and see what's happening. You know, it's pretty big. Here's like you got in both directions. Come over here, they also got like a food court. Oh, look at this, they got some cool shirts out here. Let me check them out. The only bad thing I don't like is just the brutal hot weather out here. This is kind of what you get around here, you know, hallways, you walk around. You can easily get lost because it's so massive and so big out here. But they got, you know, sneaker collections. They got shirts, clothes on one side. Then you go to the other side, they even got like more clothing. So it's like you could spend a whole entire day in this market because it's actually super big and massive. And the thing about this market, you see something good, but you're scared to buy because you're afraid that you keep exploring more and you might see something nicer or better or affordable. So you see everything. It's like clothes, camouflage shorts, even suits they be selling out here. Nice clothes, you know, anything you need, you don't need them all. You just can come here to the market and get anything you need. Even jackets here in Thailand, they sell. So it's probably much more affordable if you buy it around here than in the States, you know. Because it could be, you know, affordable, then you just buy it here and go back to the States and wear it. And so you don't know where to go, because I tell you, so even sneakers here, nice sneakers, I would wear them. They're quite comfortable too, and then if you get hot, they got juice here so you can hydrate yourself. Here we're going in another direction. Look at that, even Crocs for children to sell out here. More shoes all over that way. But then if you go to the other side, it's the same scenery, like little hallways with clothes and clothes all over, you know, so yeah. This is like heaven here if you love shopping. And I'm gonna go on the other side to see what can I find. I've only got here, so I haven't got the chance to check out the whole entire market out here. It's really good, literally clothes and everything, you know. Outdoor market. I think in the evening it's even better. All right, look at this. The hallway over here, then you got over this side, so wow. Colors all over. Keeps going over this one. Oh, we got like bags, everything. Even a temple. One thing I like about this country is despite, you know, the shops that you go or what it offers, they never lose track of the religion that they have here, you know, for the Buddhism. Also, when I was in the Philippines, even in the mall, they had Catholic church if you wanted to practice, you know, your religion and peace. They also have mosques around, so a little bit of everything for everybody. I finished buying a pair of pants, the Thai pants with the elephants for myself, and pretty honest vendor, you know, affordable. I think I overgave her a little bit of a change, but she gave me back what I own. And what I like about here is the people are so chill. They don't mind you like filming or anything like in other markets. But yeah, like I said, so much to see out here. Back outside ahead is what I call the art section. It's where they specialize in art. I think if you go on the other side, they got more t-shirts. I want to see if I find the area where I bought my shirts. I think that'll be actually really interesting. Over here it says art. Wow, the heat is starting to kick in right now. Like I say, Bangkok is one of the hottest cities in the world. Go towards this other side to see probably if I can find some interesting shirts that are unique that you don't get it anywhere else. Here we go again in the market. Look at these jeans, they're unique. These basic shirts. So it's like you don't know where to go, man. Like everywhere you go, they got clothes, outfits, everything out here, man. I love exploring markets because like, you can find some interesting things, interesting characters too. I think the lady that was selling those shirts that I bought the last time, she moved from location. So I just checked the temperature. It's 94, but it feels like 108 degrees, but that's roughly like 41 or 42, so you have an idea how hot it can get in Thailand. So I'm literally trying to walk around the shade, you know, to stay hydrated. Good for the hot weather. Smoothies out here. They just sell them fresh. Only 60 baht, that's like almost $2, a little bit cheaper. But let's see, there's more happening around here, the market, everything, you know. And then over there, they got like an indoor mall, which I filmed at the last time I came, but yep. I kind of miss this market, so I had to come back and check again what's going on. So here keeps going. I think the food area is over that way. What's this? Honey lemon. Wow. Sounds like a healthy drink. And of course, it's smoothies. I see I think it's called the mango sticky rice, which I tried one time and it was really good. There's more over here. Sneakers. Oh, I see t-shirts. So you got both sides. One thing I noticed in Asia, a lot of people like wearing bucket hats. I guess because of the hot weather, so the bucket hat can cover literally like your entire head, you know. So finally, I decided to shelter inside some air conditioning. Wow, feels good. Even inside this mall, they got, you know, clothes too. So it's a market everywhere you go out here. It's fun to look at. Look at this outfits, blue like the sky. They all match. This is just a good concept, you know, about Southeast Asia. Even though the weather's brutally hot, they balance out and have malls, you know, where air comes, so you can shelter out and cool yourself up a little bit. It's like the neighboring country. Then they sell wallets out here, so you can literally get everything here. So I decided to stop at a spot here to have some lunch, and I'm really curious about this drink. It's called Butterfly. I forgot what else with lemon in it, so I'm gonna try it now to see how it is. Wow. Holy. Tastes good. You can feel the lemon in it, but it's actually a really refreshing drink for this hot weather. Also, the meal that I ordered is only 85 baht, which is roughly a little bit over $2. So, and I see a lot of people eating out here. I guess because the food is good, it's cheap. But like they say, where you see a lot of people eating in locals, that's how you know a spot is good. The meal I got for $2 comes with a soup. And then this here, crispy pork with the rice, and I wonder what the sauce is. Curious to try it. It's really hot for soup, but they gave it to me, so I'm gonna give it a try. You know, I'm a fan of soup, so dipping in here and let's try. It's pretty good. It's delicious, the soup. And I want to try the rice. I'm really curious about the sauce that we got over here. As you can see. Good thing, you know, it has protein, 2 proteins, the eggs, vegetables. So let me try the rice along with the sauce. I don't know if it's going to be sweet, but we got it right here. It's pretty good. It's a simple dish. You know, the sauce is really sweet, but it gives it a nice flavor to the meal. Now I want to try it with the meat, with the crispy pork that we got right here. So let's try it in. Pretty good. Pretty good. So it's a simple dish, you know, a light meal, but pretty affordable and good to eat. So I'm gonna finish this up. Food was really good. I wasn't really hungry because of the hot weather, but little by little I started eating it and it was really good, and I ate the whole thing. The drink was really good. Like I say, all of that came out in 220 baht. That's roughly like probably like $5 for 2 meals and the drinks included. So that's actually really, really affordable and really cheap. That's why a lot of people like coming here to Thailand, because not only it's a beautiful country, but the affordability, like how cheap it is to buy anything from food, clothes, even living around here, like the apartment is pretty affordable. So made it back outside. This is mostly like street food out here. Seems like the weather cooled down a little bit, maybe because we were sheltered inside with the aircon, but here you got everything, wow, like chicharron right here. It's like an organized street food market out here. And then the mall is to our right. Made it back into the regular market. Like I said, it's pretty massive, but I'm gonna figure my way back again towards the train stop because we are running out of limited time, you know. Gonna head to the airport later and fly to my next destination, but it was a little cool short time out here in Thailand. Now I'm just exiting the area. Like I say, it's been an awesome evening out here in the market, but it's just, the only no-no about this place is just the heat, the unbearable heat. But I'm gonna figure how do we exit out here and then wrap up the video. But yeah, that was a little short video out here in Chatuchak Market. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.